Hello again. Welcome back for our affirmation for the Blue Spectral Storm. Okay, so what we have here is I dissolve in order to catalyze, releasing energy. I seal the matrix of self-generation with the spectral tone of liberation, and I am guided by my own power doubled. I dissolve in order to catalyze. And so the energy which is about to come into motion, that kind of catalyzation. A catalyst is like, I would call it an event trigger. It's almost like an elastic effect. It's like you do one thing and it makes another thing happen, and it was kind of unintentional. And so I really like how the catalytic process is releasing energy comes next. Releasing energy. I know we haven't touched on dissolve yet, but this type of catalyzation will release energy. It will release something stored. That has an idea of like blockages, sickness, ideas, whatever it is, whatever kind of trapped energy is there, it will be released. Even if it's almost like, a kind of like a Tai Chi charge up and then release of energy. There's many ways to think about it. But in this aspect, as we dissolve, as we get into that letting go, as we get into that disillusion, that is what catalyzes, and we get to release that energy in such a way that it's like, oh, okay, I can finally let that go. Because that is the nature of the spectral energy. It is dissolving. It's very much like sugar or salt in water. It dissolves in that way. And so those parts that are allowing to be dissolved, it's more or less like the intent or the embodiment of disillusion. The nature of its existence is going to catalyze the releasing of energy, and so that's going to continue with the process of dissolving. I seal the matrix of self-generation with the spectral tone of liberation, and so that matrix dynamic of self-generative capacity is we're really generating ourselves. And like when I say that, really generating, it's like there's an essence of trueness. There's like a self-sustainable kind of internal, maybe you can even call it like an evolutionary paradigm, and that is one's self-generative capacity with the spectral tone of liberation. And again, this is like saying as we release and let go, that self-generative paradigm is going to come to bear, because it's also very simple. Self-generative capacity does not really exist in a complex state. It exists in a hyper-simplified state so much that energy can move freely unhindered in such a way as to create, well, let's see, like a toroid field, and create, a perpetual motion / energy generation dynamic to the point where it can actually support creation itself as a hyperdimensional energy generating singularity construct. And so from that kind of basis or recognition fundamental, we have that the matrix of self-generation, you could say, which is your own energy body, your own toroid field, with the spectral tone of liberation. And so today's really about letting go, really about just like going into the things and letting go. And guided by my own power double, that is the storm energy again, double right up on you. And just saying, okay, I'm really in your face, and so let's get into it. Okay, so again, I dissolve in order to catalyze, releasing energy. I seal the matrix of self-generation with the spectral tone of liberation. I am guided by my own power doubled. Stay tuned for the oracle section.